Hey, Profiteers, Kara Brothers here. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Pawsitive Profit, where we talk about dog treat business, dog treat news, all kinds of things about dog treats. And today, boy, do I have some news for you. We're going to investigate a topic that every small business owner dreads. Dun dun dun. What could it be? Last minute order cancellations. We'll be looking at a recent incident involving a California bakery owner and Tesla, discussing what went wrong. What went wrong? Words today, you guys, I tell you. You know what's funny? My husband said, "Why don't you make a bloopers reel?" And I'm like, it's too much swearing. I edit all that out. All right, back on track here.
Hey, Baker, do you want to launch your own dog treat business and make money for your family? Are you discouraged with just giving your dog treats away to friends and family instead of having booming online sales? Do you want to be home more to bake treats and make money selling them online, but you keep telling yourself that you don't know enough healthy dog treat recipes or even have the business or Instagram know-how to make it all happen? Girl, I hear you. In this podcast, you'll find natural dog treat recipes and the secrets to launching your own dog treat business and tips for growing a successful dog treat business. Hi, my name is Kara Brothers, and I learned how to make and sell healthy dog treats that customers want to buy and dogs love. And I started my very own successful dog treat business. Want to know how I did it? Give your dog a treat, grab one for yourself, and let's dig in.
So most importantly, we're going to talk about how you can protect your business from similar situations. And this is an article that came out last Thursday, February 22nd. I pretty much saw it right after it came out, and I was just dying to get behind this mic and share it with you, but I was already editing, like almost done editing another episode. The article from the New York Post, published February 22nd at 12:44 p.m. Eastern Time by Ariel Zilber, is titled, "Tesla Cancels $16,000 Pie Order at Last Minute, Leaving California Bakery Owner High and Dry." So obviously my ears perked up, when I heard that, because you're bakery owners, right? Whether you're baking from your kitchen or a commercial kitchen, this will apply to you. I will recap this incident, and the incident involved Rasa Taranera. You don't know how long I practiced saying Rasa Taranera so many times, apparently, that when I got to the real thing and here I am live, it just went out of my brain. Rasa Taranera. She is the owner of the Giving Pies in San Jose, California, and she received a large order from Tesla. How exciting, right? For 2,000 mini pies. And she received it on February 14th. So the deal was she would deliver half on a Tuesday, half on a Thursday. So she sent the invoice for the 2,000 pies to Tesla several times after the contact said, "Hey, we need 2,000 pies." And she didn't get any answer. After multiple times of trying to reach out to her contact and having no answer, Tesla finally contacts her to apologize. All right, cool, right on. And then decides to double the order to 4,000 mini pies. You guys, the sheer magnitude of just the number 4,000. And then pies after, think about what it takes to make one pie, let alone 4,000 of them. My gosh, the manpower, the ingredients, the space. Where does one keep 4,000 mini pies? Maybe that's why she had to deliver the order on, split it up on 2 different days. I don't know. But she sent Tesla a revised invoice, right, to include the 2,000 additional pies, and she got no payment. She again contacted them multiple times saying, "Sorry," this is her quote, "sorry to bother you, but I'm a small business. I don't have the luxury of infinite resources, so I really need to be paid so I can secure my staff." And she finally got a response via text, and the text message she received back said, "Hey, so sorry." Like how I put my own spin. "Hey, so sorry." No, this is a quote. "Hey, so sorry. I don't think we're gonna need this order anymore." Rasa Taranera's staff agreed to work several extra days to complete this order, right? She had turned down other orders, and she had already purchased all the resources, like all the ingredients, all the boxes, all the stickers, the pie tins, all of that. So after she had posted about the incident on social media, she says that Tesla saw it and reached out to her. And she quotes that they said they wanted to make it right by me, and they offered for me to do 2 events on March 6th and March 7th, but I'm still waiting for confirmation, she said. If they want to make it right, I'm going to give them the opportunity to make it right. So, you guys, despite not receiving payment upfront, Rasa Taranera, she proceeded to fulfill the order only to have Tesla cancel at the last minute, leaving her with a significant financial loss. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack here. And so we're going to dive into some analysis and some discussion. This particular case, it happens all the time, I'm sure. But now that it's, really made headlines and I have a platform to speak about it, here I go. This case highlights the risks that are associated with not receiving payment upfront for large orders. And while it is just wildly tempting to trust well-known companies like Tesla, like who wouldn't, right? It's crucial to also protect your business by implementing certain practices. Let's dig in, folks. Let's dig into this juiciness. By the way, this is a great time to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. You don't want to miss this information. I want to keep you up to date on what's happening, what's current, so you can hang out in your kitchen and keep making dog treats. Pop in the earbuds, listen to me on the podcast, Pawsitive Profit, tune into the YouTube channel, Pawsitive Profit again, and get this good info. All right, so let's get back to it. Tips for protecting your business. It goes without saying, y'all. Always get payment up front, for sure. It's essential to establish a payment policy that requires customers to pay before you start working on their order. And this really helps to mitigate the risk of last-minute cancellations. And why is getting payment upfront so vital? Obviously, we know, but there are a few reasons. Let's just talk about them. Financial security. Getting paid upfront, it ensures that you have the necessary funds to cover, like she did, the cost of all the ingredients, the labor, and other expenses associated with fulfilling the order, the packaging. Getting payment upfront also helps to avoid last-minute cancellations. If you get that payment upfront, it can really deter customers from canceling orders at the last minute because they've already made a financial commitment. Asking for payment upfront demonstrates professionalism and establishes trust between you and your customers, and it shows that you value your time and your resources as you should, as any business or bakery would, right? You are no different, okay? So how to implement this practice? What do we do? How do we put it into practice? You need to build your business and business protections as if you're going to get that big order. Okay. So start now as if. Build your business as if you're going to get the big order, but also as if you're going to get a cancellation, right? Because we can build our business as if we're going to get a big order by maybe we stock more, maybe we advertise more. Fantastic. Keep doing it. But also on the back end, build it as if you're going to get a cancellation because it might happen to you. Like driving, you need to be prepared. If you get a flat, you're going to need a spare and a jack. You're going to need to have preparedness and plan if something happens. I bet you have those things in your car right now. So when you have a flat, that's like the worst time not to have what you need to be safe and keep going. Same with your business, okay? So some of the things that you can do on your end would be update your payment policies. If you don't have any payment policies, get payment policies, right? And these are just the terms that you set. This is your business. When customers do business with you, they are doing business on your terms, and setting your terms needs to be part of your business. Clearly outline your payment terms and put them on your website, on your order forms, on your invoices, maybe in an FAQ section somewhere. Let customers know that payment is required upfront for all orders. How you want to work this is up to you. Whether you want to require 100% of payment in full before you begin the order, Hi, Amazon, right? They're not going to ship things to you and then say, okay, okay, now you've had it, you've used it, we've shipped it to you. Let's talk about payment. Amazon doesn't do that. They're a big business, right? They know what's going on. Another way that's commonly done, if you're not comfortable with 100% payment up front, you could do half, half now and half upon delivery. There's another way to do it too. And also a deposit. Maybe the half that you collect now, that is the deposit in case they cancel. You will retain the deposit. It really is up to you how you want to do this, but whatever works for you, you're going to need to figure out what that is and get going. Also, you can use payment gateways. You can utilize secure payment gateways, and that's just a payment processing mechanism online. And this provides convenience for you and your customers, and it ensures that you receive payment promptly. So that's something that this business owner didn't do. Had she used a payment gateway, it would have been like, I'm going to send you an invoice and you're going to pay the invoice immediately, right? Through, maybe and I don't know what this particular business owner's situation was, but it's where you electronically send the invoice and they electronically send you a payment through basically kind of the same mechanism, right? So using that rather than I'm going to pay you cash or I'll send a check. Nope. They go through the checkout, they pay, they use your payment gateway, you get paid right away. Also communicate clearly. Communicate that what your payment requirements are to customers before they place an order. Either make sure that you are talking about them or you direct them to a place where they can see them. Just make sure that they know so it avoids any confusion or misunderstandings down the line. Because when it's happening, that's the worst time to try to figure it out because what ground do you really have to stand on? You didn't have a payment policy at all. You also should address customers' concerns because some customers may be hesitant to pay upfront, fearing that they won't get what they paid for. You may hear that. Here are some strategies to address those concerns from your customer, okay? You can address the customer's concern that they might not get what they pay for if they pay upfront by offering a satisfaction guarantee. And that will ensure that it will assure customers that if they're not satisfied with their order, you'll work with them to make it right or offer a refund. Provide detailed descriptions of what that means. Clearly and accurately describe your products with words, with pictures, all of that, and your services so customers know exactly what to expect. And a satisfaction guarantee, I've seen a couple of different ways. One is if they're not satisfied with their order for any reason, you are providing 100% refund. Another way is that policy in place, but with the caveat that if it's a custom order, there are no refunds. It's not like you can, resell, a happy birthday Florence cake. I'm just making that up. Custom orders can be excluded from your satisfaction guarantee, but if so, note that. Some people offer a guarantee or a refund policy rather only if the treats were broken or damaged during transit. Otherwise, hey, if your dog doesn't like it, that's not part of the policy. You figure out what makes sense to you. Another thing you can do is use a contract. If customers are hesitant to pay up front because they're not sure what they're going to get. Contracts provide legal protection and outline the terms of the agreement, including payment terms, cancellation policies, and liabilities. Ensure that both parties sign the contract before proceeding with the order. You can also require deposits, as we alluded to earlier. For larger orders, consider requesting a deposit up front, and this shows the customer's commitment and helps cover some of your costs in case of a cancellation. So we talked about communicating clearly, avoiding misunderstandings, having your cancellation policy if they were to cancel. Okay, so we've talked about refunds and things like that, satisfaction guarantee, but having a flat out cancellation policy is its own animal. So establishing a clear cancellation policy that outlines the consequences of canceling an order, especially a large order that requires significant time and resources on your end. I believe if you use Square offers, and it might be free or an add-on where you can create your own invoice in Square and you can create your own contract in Square. That's what I used for my large orders. I did contracts. I did invoicing. Oh, good grief. Wow. Time for some more tea here. I seem to be drinking out of my husband's mug. It says hubby established 2021. We actually got married in 2022, but that's besides the point. There were some definite comments, okay, about this article. People had things to say in the New York Post when they read the article. And I want to address some of the comments from this article and talk about their implications for small business owners. Someone said, "Where's the deposit? The contract? Poor business decision to even allow it without penalty." This comment underscores the importance of having clear policies in place and not proceeding with an order without proper guarantees. And I'm not just talking about, hey, they want 2 bags of treats. This is a big order. This is whatever you determine an order maybe crosses a threshold of X amount of dollars, then it's considered a big order. And then you have your policy for cancellation. Your refund policy will, I'm sure, be your refund policy across the board, no matter what the size of the order is. But cancellation means they're not buying directly, you're not handing them the treats right then. They have to place the order, which means you have to make the order. That's what we're talking about. Another comment comes in and says, "She lost my sympathy when she canceled the other orders for this one. Great customer service. Love Karma." Because she basically stalled her business and turned away other orders to create this big order for Tesla. That's what someone had to say about it. And this comment highlights the need for balance between accommodating large orders and still maintaining your commitment to your bread and butter existing customers. And hopefully when a big order hits, you will find a way that you're going to be able to fulfill the order to the big guy while still maintaining your relations with the everyday people that order from you in a perfect world. Another comment says, "For an order that big, Def should have required a deposit, like half of the total amount. Her fault, her loss." Agreed. What can I say? This comment emphasizes the need for businesses to protect themselves by requiring deposits for large orders. So, in conclusion, while it is disappointing to experience a last-minute order cancellation, there are some steps you can take to protect your business. And by implementing clear payment policies, using contracts, communicating effectively with your customers, you can minimize the risks and ensure sustainability of your business, because the sustainability part is ultimately the super, super important part. You don't want to expend all of this time, money, resources, manpower, aka dollars, to fulfill some humongous order, have them cancel, you're out all of that money, and maybe it tanks you. That'd be horrible. I definitely don't want to see that happen. Your business, we need to keep it sustainable. We need to keep it going. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys found this information helpful, be sure to like, share, subscribe to this channel. If you're listening to me on Apple Podcasts, I would be elated if you would leave me a review on Apple Podcasts. And until next time, don't forget to treat yourself well.